Okay, here's our Bitcoin update for the night. We can get rid of the diamond, right? We blasted through that to the upside. And this flag that I had going on the 22-hour and the 4-hour time frame really came through. The hidden bullish divergence in the 4-hour, which was solid, the falling volume with falling price. But look, when you have falling, swing low to swing low, well, this is swinging up. It's very likely you're going to make a high higher than the previous high. I talked about it all day in the live. I told you how I could only find hidden when I started. This was the main divergence for me. I wasn't good at the other ones over and over again. And there it is. It's like, it's the one, it's like I find it like 99% accurate. I almost want to say 90. I feel like it's almost never let me down. Like we get above, you know, even if we go up and make an M, like, or we go up here and we go down, we make a higher high, higher than the previous high every single time. So what happens now? I mean, you got some bearish divvy for sure, right? Because that's bearish divergence there, unless we go a little higher and cap off, but most likely. You got the higher high, so the hidden bullish played out beautifully, okay? Really nice move. And honestly, I see us continuing to 25,000 to this target. This is just the target of the flag. So I don't know why we won't get there, right? We're above this high volume node. It's really nice. Not a lot of resistance, okay? The 22 hours is really just getting started. It could curve and roll over with the 4, but I mean, that thing has some moves. And we just got a golden cross there. It's a really good sign. Let's look at the smaller time frames. 1 hour wants to roll. And let's see if we can make some other pattern out of this for now. So let's see what we got going on. Wow, I mean, this is a big deal. When you get that far above the 200 SMA on the daily time frame, we haven't been above the 200 SMA like solidly. Here we got above it, and that was like our secondary move with money printing. There was really got above it and it began our run, right, in May of 2020. Okay, but that was right as the halving happened. But we had a rally here about a year before the halving, like here. Like this is April of 2019. So right now we're technically right here. Look, we're in January of 2019, right? Because the halving's coming up. Like this is kind of where we are. Could be just a nice little relief rally here for the bear market. So we'll see. But we got above these point of controls. Look, the next place that you have a notch is 38,000. And you have to remember, we fell pretty fast. So we get to 25, we get to 30, we get to 38. Like there's only a few stops on our way up. All right, so that's bullish to me. 10-day chart also, I remember looking bullish, and we traded it short this time here, or even right there short, and it traded long. So it's interesting. The 10-day chart was an interesting chart that I usually don't, partake in. That was like one of the first times I checked it. So let's go now. I mean, the 22-hour was in that flag. That's how we figured out we were going to move. We found hidden bullish on the 4-hour, and we got our move up. It does have a bigger measured move, all the way to 25,800. All right. And so we just got to keep flagging out, really. Smaller time frame and see what we do. So you just keep drawing flags. I know it sounds crazy, but this is how, there's no other way. Oscillators get pinned and you'll get lost. But if you know your flag, support or resistance, you're going to nail it. So we look at our daily. Where do we stand? We're at a resistance right there. And we have a resistance right here. Right? And then some wickage. So it's really like next stop seems to be 25,000. We don't have a lot of, a little bit of chop there, but not much to stop us to get to 25K. All right. So we'll watch the smaller time frame, 7-minute. You're still moving pretty decent here. So you're going to watch these smaller time frames. What I was saying is, see how that looked like the diamond we were in this whole time down here? See, that was like the high side came to the diamond with the low side, right? This looks just like it, just on a very small scale. Look, the high side came to the diamond with the small side. Like, they're identical. You know, if you fractaled that and widened it and put it here, look, I'll show you. It's pretty crazy. But if you fractal this, you get the bars pattern. You fractal this, right? And then you zoom back here. And you widen it out. You see, it's like, this is like where my pattern recognition comes. But see, it's like the same pattern. It's eerily the same pattern. See? And I see this a lot. Like, they'll make a pattern, and then they'll make a smaller version of it later on. I've been seeing it so much, and it's hard to convey. But, like, see, it has the same ideas. Could even shrink it a little bit. And if I went to a bigger time frame and then use this to match, you'd see it would match even better. But, like, it's so creepily how close it is, you know. So just something I saw pattern recognition-wise up in here. So I'm watching the 7-minute flag. You know, I'm watching smaller time frame flags. Where's our support? Let's take a look at the daily. So we have one right there and one right here at the beginning of the next high volume node, right? So we got support at 23,390, and we have 22,000, like 390, and 21,269 areas. Like, those are areas of support. So far we are holding above a support. Let's take a look, and we just watched this 7-minute. I watch flags in smaller time frames till they either get rejected or break out. Then we look for reversal patterns or continuation. Remember, this does have a bigger move back up to about 25,000. And that's just the length of this pole from wick to wick when I took it on the 4-hour. See, that's my measured move. Bang. 25,000. So we'll watch this tiny flag on the 7. Price moves fast. You need smaller time frames. That's just how it works. Moving averages are far apart. You are rolling over. You know, you got some bearish div there. Swing up. Swing. This is swinging down. That's swinging up. Tells you we could get a pullback. So you look for a pullback to basically one of these two areas, right? You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot. Like, it's not like we hung out in these areas a lot in the past. Like, we came up through them, we fell through them. So they're quick areas to move through, in my humble opinion. Yeah, so your next support zone will be right here where we got above. It happened to me recently. My mouse will just disappear for a second. I'm like, where is it? 21,400 area, 21,005. If we bounce back, if we stay in this flag, we could continue to the upside. So only time will tell. This is this littler flag, then bang. And that could break us up to about 24,000. So really big bullish things. I mean, to me, it looks like we're going up to 30K based on what the daily time frame is going to do. But watch the smaller flag. You know, watch for a retracement to this node area at 21,004, right? That's kind of your next big area to watch out for if we do retrace. If we stay up here, we're going to stay above this line, and I see us going back up to about 24,005 and 25,000. Looks like 25,000 is not going to be that hard to hit, in my opinion.